we are for Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. Yesterday, it was a must-win game for the Dodgers, and they came through and won 12-6 to tie the series up. So this is it, the final game of the National League season. When this is all said and done, we are going to see who will be going home and who will be going on to either Chicago or Baltimore for the World Series. Pitching matchups today are the same as who started Game 1. Steve Blass for the Pirates and Don Sutton for the Dodgers. Dodgers starting lineup today. Leading off the center fielder, Willie Davis. Batting second, the shortstop, Maury Wills. Batting third, the left fielder, Rich Allen. Batting fourth, the catcher, Duke Sims. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Wes Parker. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Bill Buckner. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Jim Lefevre. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Bobby Valentine. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Don Sutton. On defense, Pittsburgh starts off with Bob Robertson at first, Dave Cash at second, Gene Alley at shortstop, Rich Hebner at third, Willie Stargell in left, Al Oliver in center, Roberto Clemente in right, Manny Sanguian catching, and on the mound, Steve Blass. In Game 1, Steve Blass went 2 2/3 innings. He gave up 8 hits, 6 runs. He gave up 1 home run. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 1. So he has a record of 0-1 in this series. It's 66 degrees here in Pittsburgh. We have winds in from right field at 9 miles per hour. Willie Davis leads off for the Dodgers. He's hitting .250 in the series. 1 home run, 5 runs batted in. First pitch is a fastball, high, ball 1. Willie Davis was the batting star of the game for the Dodgers yesterday. He went 3 for 4, drove in 4 runs. He also struck out twice. He had a double, triple, and a home run. It's a base hit up the middle. Davis is on first. Nobody out. Here's Maury Wills, the shortstop. He's hitting .333 in the series. No home runs, 3 runs batted in. He is 6 for 18. He has scored 5 runs. Fastball, grounder to second. His only play is the first. 1 out. Here's Rich Allen, the left fielder. He's batting .467, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Pop up third base side. Hebner's after it, but that is going foul. Rich Allen is 7 for 15 in this series. He scored 5 runs. Low, ball 1. Pops it up on the infield. Gene Alley will take it. 2 out. Here's the catcher, Duke Sims. He's hitting .429 with no home runs and 2 runs batted in. He is 6 for 14. He scored 3 runs in this series. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Breaking ball in there at the knees, strike 2. It's in the dirt, it gets hit. past Sanguian. Davis will take third. They have ruled that a wild pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left. We go to the bottom of the first. Los Angeles nothing. Pittsburgh coming to bat. Starting lineup for the Pirates in this game 5. Leading off the second baseman, Dave Cash. Batting second, the center fielder, Al Oliver. Batting third, the left fielder, Willie Stargell. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Bob Robertson. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Roberto Clemente. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Rich Hebner. Batting seventh, the catcher, Manny Sanguian. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Gene Alley. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Steve Blass. On defense, the Dodgers have Wes Parker at first, Jim Lefevre at second, Maury Wills at short, Bobby Valentine at third, Rich Allen in left, Willie Davis at center, Bill Buckner in right, Duke Sims catching, and on the mound, Don Sutton. Don Sutton in game 1 pitched 8 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 2 runs. He walked 3. He struck out 7. So he is 1-0 in this series. Leading off is Norm Cash. He's hitting 400. Dave Cash. He's hitting 400. 1 home run, 4 runs batted in. He is 8 for 20. The 0-2 pitch. Grounder to third. Valentine is up with it to throw. Bang, bang, play, and Cash is out. 1 out. Here is Al Oliver, the center fielder. He's hitting 176. No home runs, 1 run batted in. He is 3 for 17 in this series. The 1-0 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Lefevre to his right. Has it. Throws him out. 2 outs. Here is Willie Stargell. He's hitting 357, 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. He has scored 4 runs in this series. He's 5 for 14. The 2-2 pitch. Just below the belt, strike 3 called. Nothing across for the Pirates in the first. We played 1. Game 5, the final game of the National League Championship Series, and we have no score. In the second inning for Los Angeles, it will be Wes Parker, Bill Buckner, and Jim Lefevre. Wes Parker's hitting 400. He has no home runs, 3 runs batted in. He is 6 for 15. Curveball. He hits a bouncer to third. Hebner has it. Throws him out. 1 out. Here is the rookie, Bill Buckner. He's hitting .077 in the series. No home runs. 3 runs batted in. He is 1 for 13. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder to third. Hebner up with it. The throw. Buckner beat it out. Base hit. Here's Jim Lefevre, the second baseman. He's hitting .294. No home runs, 2 runs batted in. He is 5 for 17 with a double. 1 out. Runner on first. Foul tip. The 0-1 pitch. High and inside. Ball 1. Grounder to third. Hebner's only plays the first. Just in time. 2 outs. Buckner takes second. Here is Bobby Valentine. He is making his first at bat in the series. let's see, Bobby Valentine. He had 176. No home runs, no runs batted in against Pittsburgh. And he had an even 300 on the season with 3 home runs, 28 runs batted in. So we have 2 outs. Runner on second. Outside, ball 1. Fouls it back. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls that one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don Sutton's on deck. Ball. Liner down the third base line. That's foul. It's a hard grounder to third, but it's right at Hebner. Throws him out. 3 outs. Hebner earned his pay that inning. Every one of those ground balls was hit to him. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Game 5. No score. Be the middle of the order for Pittsburgh in the second. Bob Robertson, Roberto Clemente, and Rich Hebner. Bob Robertson is hitting .389, 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. He is 7 for 18. He has 1 double, 2 home runs. He has scored 3 runs in this series. The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball down the left field line, but that is foul. Robertson hits base hit in the left field. Into the gap. He rounds first. He slides into second. He's safe with a double. Here is Roberto Clemente. He's hitting .316. No home runs. 1 run batted in. He's 6 for 19 in the series. Ball 1. On the outside part of the plate, strike 1. Clemente hits base hit in the left field. Robertson rounds third, but he'll stop. So we have runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's Rich Hebner. He's hitting .250. No home runs, 1 run batted in. He's 2 for 8 in the series. Hebner has also walked 3 times. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Strike 1. Off the corner. Ball 1. Lays down a bunt. Sutton to throw to second. Here's the bunt. He throws to second. Clemente's out. No throw to first. And Robertson holds it third. So once again, we have runners at the corners. We have 1 out. Manny Sanguillen's up. He's hitting .333. No home runs, 1 run batted in. He is 5 for 15 in the series, and 3 of those 5 hits were doubles. Gene Alley's on deck. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Strike 1. It's a grounder to short. Could be 2. To second. No, his only plays the first. Sanguillen's out. Robertson scores. Hebner takes second. Pirates lead 1-0. 2 outs. Here's Gene Alley. He is hitting .143. No home runs, 2 runs batted in. He is 2 for 14. Ball off the corner. Ball 1. Strike 1 called on a changeup. Fastball around the letters. Ball 2. They're tense here at Three Rivers Stadium, but once again, not a sellout. And this game is blacked out on local TV. Missed in. Ball 3. Alley hits a base hit into right field. Hebner rounds third. He'll score. It's 2-0 Pittsburgh. Here's the pitcher, Steve Blass. He's 0 for 1 in the series. Runner on first. He looks at strike one on a curveball. Just a bit outside, ball one. High and away, ball two. Just below the belt, strike two. Hits a grounder to second. Lefevre tosses the Wills. That's the third out. But the Pirates get 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 1 man on base. We played 2 innings here in Pittsburgh. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. Pittsburgh leads 2-0. The Dodgers, after going all out yesterday, only have 2 relievers at full strength in the bullpen, Jose Pena and Jim Brewer. Jim Brewer has actually not made an appearance yet in the series. And Alston said that Claude Osteen might be available for relief duty as well if needed. Leading off for the Dodgers in the third will be the pitcher, Don Sutton. He is 0 for 3 in this series. Sutton's a pretty good hitter. Full count. He fouls it back. Just below the belt, strike 3 called. He was fooled on that one. 1 out. Here's Willie Davis. He's 1 for 1. He led off the game with a single in the first. The 0-1 pitch. Base hit into left field. Davis looks at second, but he will stop at first. Steve Blass is pretty good at holding runners on base. Here's Maury Wills, who's 0 for 1. He grounded to Cash in the first inning. Pitch gets by Sanguillen. Davis takes second. And they're calling that one a pass ball. Ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Pop up. Third base side. Hebner's after it, but it makes the seats. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caught the inside corner, strike 3. Wills was fooled on that one. 2 outs. Here's Rich Allen. He is 0 for 1. He popped to Gene Alley in the first inning. Hits a bouncer right back to the mound. Blass has it. Throws him out. 3 outs. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Here at Three Rivers Stadium. It is Pittsburgh 2, Los Angeles nothing. Be the top of the order for Pittsburgh in the third. Dave Cash, Al Oliver, and Willie Stargell. Dave Cash is 0 for 1. He grounded to Bobby Valentine last time up. The 0-2 pitch. Base hit up the middle. That's 4th hit today for Pittsburgh. Here's Al Oliver. He's 0 for 1. See who Pittsburgh has in the bullpen. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, they have a pretty well-rested bullpen. So if he gets to the bullpens, Pittsburgh probably has the advantage today. Change up, swing and a miss, strike one. Base hit into left field. Allen gets to it, tosses it in quick. So we have runners at first and second, nobody out. Here's Willie Stargell, who's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. Low, ball one. Strike one called. That was a fastball. Off-speed pitch, low and away, ball two. Outside, ball three. 3 balls and 1 strike. Stargell hits fly ball in the right field. Bill Buckner coming in, has it. 1 out, and the runners hold. Here's Bob Robertson, who's 1 for 1. He doubled in the second inning. He's hitting .400 against right-handers in this series. On the inside part of the plate, strike one. Up around the shoulders, ball one. Change up high and inside, ball two. Ball three. Swing and a miss, strike two. That was a fastball. Robertson hits base hit into left field. Cash stops at third, so we have 1 out. Bases loaded. Pirates up by 2, and they have Roberto Clemente coming up. He's 1 for 1 today. He singled in the second. Curveball, high and away, ball one. Strike one called. That was too high, ball two. Inside on the black, strike two. Pops it up into left field, tilting foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base hit into right field. Cash scores. Oliver scores. That's in the gap. Clemente slides. He's safe with a double. It is 4-0 Pittsburgh. That'll be all for Don Sutton. Jose Pena coming in to pitch. Jose Pena with the forkball. And he is a hard thrower. Pirates have 2 on. Runners on second and third. 1 out. They are up 4-0 here in the third inning. Hebner hits one into the gap, all the way to the wall. Buckner has it. Robertson scores. Clemente scores. Hebner in for third. He slides. He's safe with a triple. It is 6-0 Pittsburgh. Dodgers draw the infield in. Here's Manny Sanguillen. He is 0 for 1. He grounded to Maury Wills in the second. That scored Bob Robertson. Caught the inside corner, strike one. Caught the outside corner again, strike two. That was in the same place. Base hit up the middle. Hebner scores. It's 7-0 Pittsburgh. Here's Gene Alley, the shortstop. He's 1 for 1. He singled in the second. That scored Rich Hebner with the Pirates' second run. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball one. Got the outside corner, strike two. Too high, ball two. High and outside, ball three. Base hit into center field. Sanguillen stops at second. Runners on first and second, one out still. And here's Steve Blass. He's 0 for 1. He grounded into a force play in the second. They're playing him for the bunt. Here's a changeup, too high, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. Too high, ball two. Base hit into center field. Bases remain loaded. Here comes Walter Alston. That'll be all for Pena. Claude Osteen coming in to pitch. This is Osteen's first relief appearance in this season. He started game 2. He went 7 innings. He gave up 8 hits, 5 runs. He gave up 3 home runs and struck out 2. So he is 0-1 in this series. So we have 1 out, bases loaded. Here is Dave Cash, who's 1 for 2. He grounded to Valentine in the first, and he singled in the third. Pirates have batted around. Cash is the 10th hitter of the inning. Wide and low, ball one. Inside, ball two. Strike one called. Got the outside corner, strike two. Another hit into center field. Sanguian scores. Alley rounds third. He's going for the plate. The throw. He's out. Sims got him with the tag. Pirates increase their lead to 8-0, but there's 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Here's Al Oliver, who's 1 for 2. He grounded to Lefevre in the first, and he singled earlier in the third. Low, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. Oliver hits fly ball into center field. Davis drifting back. He's got it. The inning is finally over. But the Pirates get 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. They sent 11 hitters at the plate. We played 3 in Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. And the Pirates have a commanding 8-0 lead. In the 4th inning for the Dodgers, it will be the middle of the order, Sims, Parker, and Buckner. Duke Sims is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning. The 0-2 pitch. Base hit into left field. Took a look at second, but he's holding at first. Here's Wes Parker, who's 0 for 1. He grounded to Hebner in the second. Up and away, ball one. Too high, ball two. Changeup, that was up and outside, ball three. Hits a grounder down the first base line, but that is foul. Hits fly ball into center field. Al Oliver drifting over has got it. 1 out. Here's Bill Buckner, excuse me, who's 1 for 1. He hit an infield single in the second. Foul tip, strike one. Base hit into right field. Sims will hold at second. Here's Jim Lefevre. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to Hebner back in the second inning. Hits a hard grounder to second. Cash to Alley for one, to first. Double play. 4-6-3 double play. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, no one left. Or one man left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Pittsburgh 8, Los Angeles nothing. Willie Stargell leads off for the Pirates in the fourth. He struck out in the first, and he flied out to Willie Davis in the third. The 1-1 pitch. It's fly ball in the right field. Buckner back at the wall. That's gone. Home run. Home run number 3. Excuse me. Home run number 3 of the series for Willie Stargell. It's 9-0. Pittsburgh. Here's Bob Robertson. He's 2 for 2. He doubled in the second, and he singled in the third. The 2-0 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Base hit. Here's Roberto Clemente. He's 2 for 2 today. He singled in the second, and he doubled in the third. That drove in 2 runs. Outside on the black, strike 1. Strike 2 called. Hits a fly ball in the center field. Davis coming in, has it. 1 out. Davis made a nice running catch on that one. Here's Rich Hebner. He's 1 for 2. He bunted to the pitcher in the second. That forced Clemente at second base. And he tripled in the third. That scored Robertson and Clemente. Too high, ball 1. Strike 1 called. He swung at 1 out of the strike zone there. Strike 2. Grounder up the middle. Wills. Throw to first. Got him. 2 outs. Robertson takes second. Here's Manny Sanguillen. He's 1 for 2. He grounded to Wills in the second. That scored Bob Robertson with Pittsburgh's first run. And he singled in the third. That scored Rich Hebner. That made it 7-0 Pittsburgh. Change up low, ball 1. Too high, ball 2. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. In there at the knees with the curveball, strike 1. Hits a hard grounder to short. Wills up with it to throw to first. That's 3 outs. But the Pirates get 1 run. 2 hits, no errors. They left 1 on base. We played 4. It is Pittsburgh 9, Los Angeles nothing. And we're back. I had to get a splash of Rocket Fuel malt liquor to take care of the tickle in my throat. In the 5th inning for the Dodgers, it will be Bobby Valentine, the pitcher spot, and Willie Davis. Bobby Valentine is 0 for 1 today. He grounded to Hebner in the second. Here's the first pitch. It's a hard grounder to short. Alley's up with it. Throws him out. 1 out. Pinch hitting for Osteen will be Billy Grabarkowitz. Grabarkowitz is 1 for 2 in the series with 1 run scored. Base hit. That's his second pinch hit of the series. So 1 out. Runner on first. Here's Willie Davis, who's 2 for 2. He singled in the first and he singled in the third. Changeup. Too low. Ball 1. Hard grounder to short. Alley dives to second for 1. Throw to first. Not in time. So there's 2 outs. Runner on first. Here's Maury Wills. Wills is 0 for 2. He grounded to Cash in the first and he struck out in the third. Rich Allen's on deck. Just a bit inside. Ball 1. I always find it amusing on the game when the pitch on the chalkboard is obviously outside and the gameplay call says that it's inside, or vice versa. Fouls it back. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hits a slow roller to second. Cash to his right. Has it. Throws him out. 3 outs. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's an official game here at Three Rivers Stadium. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. Pittsburgh 9, Los Angeles nothing. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Jim Brewer, making his first appearance of the series. In modern day terminology, he would be considered the Dodgers closer that year. He had 19 saves, a record of 4-4 with an ERA of 2.67. And there haven't been, I don't think, any save opportunities for the Dodgers in this series. Against the Pirates, Brewer had no wins, no losses, 1 save, and an ERA of 2.23. Leading off against him will be Gene Alley, the shortstop. Alley is 2 for 2. He singled in the second. That scored Hebner. And he singled in the third. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. Here's the pitcher, Steve Blass. He's 1 for 2. He grounded into a force play in the second, and he singled in the third. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder to second. Lefevre is up with it. The throw. 2 outs. Here's Dave Cash. He's 2 for 3 today. He grounded to Valentine in the first. He singled in the third. And he singled in the third. That scored Manny Sanguillen. And Gene Alley was out at the plate trying to score. That had made it 8-0 Pittsburgh. The 3-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball in the left field. Allen back at the wall. That is out of here. Home run number 2 for Dave Cash. His 3rd hit today. Pittsburgh goes up 10-0. Here's Al Oliver. He's 1 for 3. He singled in the third. The 0-1 pitch. Grounder to short. Wills up with it. The throw to first. 3 outs. 1 run. 1 hit. No errors. No one left. We played 5 here in Pittsburgh. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. Pittsburgh 10. Los Angeles nothing. Rich Allen leads off the 6th for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 2. He popped the alley in the first, and he grounded a blast in the third. The 1-0 pitch. It's a liner into left field. Stargell coming in, but he's going to let it drop. Base hit for Allen. Here's Duke Sims. He's 1 for 2. He's singled in the fourth. In tight, ball 1. A little bit of chin music there. The breaking ball, ball 2. Low, ball 3. Got the outside corner, strike 1. Ball 4. First walk given up by Steve Blass. Here's Wes Parker. He's over 2 today. He grounded to Hebner in the second, and he flied to Oliver in the fourth. Line drive down the first base line. That's foul. Hits a grounder to second. Cash his only play is the first. 1 out. The runners advance. We have Allen at third. Sims on second. Here is Bill Buckner, the rookie. He's 2 for 2 today. Had an infield single in the second, and he singled in the fourth. It's a high fly ball in the left field. Stargell going back near the track. Has it. Allen tags. He'll score. It's 10-1. Here's Jim Lefevre, who's 0 for 2. He grounded to Hebner in the second, and he grounded it into a double play in the fourth. Hits a hard grounder to first. Robertson has it. Tosses to Blass, covering first. 3 outs. Dodgers get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. They left 1 man on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in Game 5. Pittsburgh 10, Los Angeles 1. Pittsburgh has 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They've left 4 men on base. Dodgers have 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They've left 6 men on base. Beginning for Pittsburgh was the third. They scored 6 runs. They sent 11 men to the plate. Willie Stargell leads off for the Pirates in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. He hit a solo home run in the fourth. Base hit in the right field. Stargell rounds first. Coming into second, he slides. He's safe. Here's Bob Robertson. He's 3 for 3 today. Doubled in the second, singled in the third, singled in the fourth. In there at the knee, strike 1. Fouled out of play. Ball 1. Ball 2. Fouls it back. Too high, ball 3. It's fly ball in the left field. Allen coming in. Has it. 1 out. Here's Roberto Clemente. He's 2 for 3. He singled in the second. He doubled in the third. That drove in 2 runs, and he flied to Davis in the fourth. Breaking ball, high and away, ball 1. Strike 1. Too low, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fouls it back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Rich Hebner's on deck. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 2 for Brewer. 2 outs. Here's Rich Hebner, who's 1 for 3 today. He tripled in the third. That scored 2 runs. Low, ball 1. Up at the shoulders, ball 2. High and inside, ball 3. Ball 4. Almost got past Sims. He had a jump for that one. Here's Manny Sanguillen, who's 1 for 3. He grounded to Wills in the second. That scored Bill Robertson. He singled in the third. That scored Rich Hebner. And he grounded the Wills in the fourth. Sims goes out to talk to Brewer. Breaking ball. Strike 1 called. Too high, ball 1. Grounder to short. Wills dives to second. Gets Hebner. 3 outs. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And 2 left. We go to the 7th inning here in Game 5. It is Pittsburgh 10, Los Angeles 1. Bobby Valentine leads off for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 2 today. The 0-2 pitch. Base hit in the left field. Pinch hitting for Brewer is Willie Crawford. Crawford is 3 for 6 in the series with a double, a home run, 2 runs batted in. He is 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter. High and inside, ball 1. Wide and low, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Got a piece of that one, strike 2. Fouls it back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out. Here's Willie Davis, who's 2 for 3. He led off the game with a single. Then he singled in the third. And he grounded into a force play in the 5th. It's a base hit in the left field. Valentine rounds second, but he's going to hold there. Dodgers down by 9 in the 7th inning. They need base runners. Here's Maury Wills. He's 0 for 3. He grounded to cash in the first. He struck out in the third. He grounded to cash again in the 5th. High and away, ball 1. Too high, ball 2. That was right down the middle, strike 1. Foul tip, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Base it up the middle. Valentine rounds third. He'll score. Davis stops at second. It is 10-2. Here's Rich Allen. He's 1 for 3. He singled in the 6th. High and inside, ball 1. Base hit in the left field. Davis rounds third. He'll score. Wills going for third. He slides. He's safe. So we have runners at the corners. 1 out. Pirates up 10-3. Here's Duke Sims, who's 1 for 2. He singled in the fourth. He walked in the sixth. Check this swing. Strike one. Check this swing again. Strike two. Or ball one. I'm sorry. Fouls it back. Too high. Ball two. 2 balls. 2 strikes. Caught the inside corner. Strike 3 called. That's strikeout number 5 for Blass. Here is Wes Parker. He's 0 for 3 today. It's fly ball down the right field line. Clementi's after it, but it's hooking foul. Change up. Ball one. Too low. Ball 2. It's a grounder right back to the mound. Blass has it. Throws him out. Dodgers get 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is Pittsburgh 10, Los Angeles 3. Joe Moeller coming in to pitch for the Dodgers. Moeller's made 2 appearances in the series. He's pitched 2 2/3 innings. He's given up 3 hits and 2 runs. He has struck out 2. Moeller had a save back in the 1969 League Championship Series. Gene Alley leads off. He's 2 for 3. Hits a deep fly ball in the left field. Allen back on the track. Has it. 1 out. Here's the pitcher, Steve Blass. He's 1 for 3. He singled back in the big 3rd inning. The 0-2 pitch. Base hit in the left field. That is hit number 17 for the Pirates today. Allen ran after that, but wasn't able to make the play. Here's Dave Cash. He's 3 for 4 today. He grounded out to Valentine in the 1st, then he singled in the 3rd. Singled in his 2nd time up in the 3rd. That scored Sanguine, and Gene Alley was thrown out at the plate. And he had a solo home run in the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Base hit in right field, gets all the way to the wall. Rattling around in the corner. Blass rounds 2nd, he rounds 3rd, he'll come in to score. Cash slides into 3rd, safe. Cash is a double away from hitting for the cycle today. That's his 4th hit. He has 2 singles, a triple, and a home run. It's 11-3 Pittsburgh. Here's Al Oliver. He's 1 for 4 today. He singled in the 3rd in his first at bat in the 3rd. He batted twice in the 3rd inning. Outside, ball 1. Hits a liner right to 3rd. Valentine is there, and he's got it. 2 outs. Cash gets back in time. Here's Willie Stargell, who's 2 for 4. Hit a solo home run in the fourth, and he doubled in the sixth. Strike one called. Just off the ground, ball one. Base hit in the right field. Cash scores. It's 12-3. The Pirates have made up the 2 runs that the Dodgers got at the top of the inning. Here's Bob Robertson. He's 3 for 4 today. Doubled in the second. He singled in the third. He singled in the fourth. And he flied out to Davis in the sixth. He's having an excellent series. It's a fly ball in the center field. Davis going back at the wall. That is gone. That is home run number 3 for Bob Robertson. That's 20 hits for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh takes a 14-3 lead. Here is Roberto Clemente. He's 2 for 4. Singled in the second, and he doubled in the third. That drove in 2 runs. It's fly ball in the center field. Davis and Allen back at the wall. Home run, Roberto Clemente. It's 15-3, Pittsburgh. And that'll be all for Joe Moeller. Pete Mickelson coming in to pitch. Mickelson pitched in games 3 and 4. He's pitched 2 1/3 innings in this series, giving up 2 hits. He has struck out 1. Here's Rich Hebner. He's 1 for 3. He tripled in the third. That scored 2 runs. The 1-2 pitch. It's a fly ball in the right field. Buckner back at the wall, and he's got it. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors, no one left. We played 7 here in Pittsburgh. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. The Pirates lead it 15-3. Bill Buckner leads off the 8th inning for the Dodgers. He's 2 for 2 today. Had an infield single in the second. He singled in the fourth, and he had a sacrifice fly in the 6th. The 0-1 pitch. Base hit in the center field. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Hit number 12 for the Dodgers. Here's Jim Lefevre. He's 0 for 3. That was up and in. Ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1 called. Low and outside. Ball 3. Fever hits fly ball in the right field. Clemente watches. That one goes. Home run. That'll make it 15-5 in favor of Pittsburgh. Here's Bobby Valentine. He's 1 for 3. He singled in the 7th. The 1-0 pitch. Grounder to third. Hebner has it. Throws him out. 1 out. Pinch hitting for Mickelson will be Manny Mota. Mota is 4 for 6 in the series, hitting .667. No home runs, no runs batted in. He has scored 2 runs. He's 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Here's Willie Davis. He's 3 for 4. He singled in the first, singled in the third, grounded into a force play in the 5th, and he singled in the 7th. Hits a shallow fly ball into center field. Al Oliver coming in. He's got it. 3 outs. The Dodgers scored 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. They left no one on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is Pittsburgh 15, Los Angeles 5. The old pro Hoyt Wilhelm into pitch for the Dodgers. Wilhelm played in the 1952 and 1954 World Series with the New York Giants. He pitched in Games 2 and Game 3 of this series. He pitched 3 innings, he gave up 3 hits, and he struck out 3. Wilhelm, he is 49 years old. Manny Sanguillen leads off in the bottom of the 8th. He is 1 for 4 today. The 2-1 pitch. Fly ball into right field. Buckner back. He's at the wall, and he's got it. 1 out. Here is Gene Alley. He's 2 for 4. He singled in the 2nd. That scored Hebner, and he singled in the 3rd. He's probably the weakest hitter in this lineup. The 1-0 pitch. Base hit up the middle. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Here's the pitcher, Steve Blass, who's 2 for 4. He singled in the 3rd, and he singled in the 7th. He looks at strike 1 on a knuckleball. Line drive down the 3rd base line, but that's foul. Inside, ball 1. Base hit in the left field. Alley stops at second. Here's Norm Cash. He's 4 for 5. He grounded to Valentine in the 1st, then he singled in the 3rd. Came up a 2nd time in the 3rd. Singled again. Hit a solo home run in the 5th. He tripled in the 7th. So he needs a double for the cycle. Low, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ground ball to short. Wills can't come up with it. That loads the bases for Pittsburgh with 1 out, and here's Al Oliver, who's 1 for 5. He singled in the 3rd. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's fly ball to right field. Buckner on the warning track. Has it. Alley tags, he'll score. It's 16-5. Here's Willie Stargell with 2 outs. Stargell's 3 for 5. Hit a solo home run in the 4th. He doubled in the 6th, and he singled in the 7th. So he has 2 runs batted in today. He needs just a triple for the cycle. The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Up at the shoulders, ball 3. Liner down the first base line. That's foul. Foul tip. Full count. 2 outs. Fouls it back. Base hit in right field. Blast rounds third. He'll score. It's 17-5. There's Bob Robertson, who's 4 for 5. He doubled in the second, singled in the third, singled in the fourth. Flied to Davis in the sixth and hit a 2-run homer in the seventh. He needs a triple for the cycle. Swung at a bad pitch, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Knuckleball too high. Fouls it back. Count remains 1-2. Low and inside, ball 2. Inside, ball 3, full count. Hits fly ball into center field. Willie Davis running in, he's got it. Pirates get 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. We have played 8. Pirates 17, Dodgers 5. Go to the 9th. The Pirates are 3 outs away from advancing to the World Series. For the Dodgers in the 9th, it will be Maury Wills, Rich Allen, and Duke Sims. Maury Wills is 1 for 4 today. The 1-2 pitch. He hits a base hit in the left field. Here's Rich Allen. He's 2 for 4. He singled in the 6th, and he singled in the 7th. That scored Willie Davis. Allen's having a great series for the Dodgers this year. Check the swing, strike 2. Low and away, ball 1. Base hit in the right field, gets past Clemente. It's in the corner, rattling around. Wills rounds third, he'll score. Allen going for third, he dives. He's safe with a triple. Here's Duke Sims, he's 1 for 3. He singled in the 4th. That makes it 17-6, Pittsburgh. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Low and outside, ball 1. Base hit in the right field. That'll score Allen. 17-7. Dodgers are not making it easy for the Pirates. Here's Wes Parker, who's 0 for 4. Liner down the third base line. That's foul. Grounder to first. Robertson has it. Tosses to Blast, covering. 1 out. Duke Sims moves to second. In fact, I'm going to put in Bill Russell as a pinch hitter for Sims. Here's Bill Buckner, one of the Dodgers kids. He was having a rough series coming in today, but he has 3 hits today. He singled in the 2nd, singled in the 4th, hit a sacrifice fly in the 6th, and he singled in the 8th. Too high, ball 1. Low and outside, ball 2. Base hit in the right field. Russell holds at third. Here's Jim Lefevre, who's 1 for 4. He hit a 2-run home run in the 8th. Up and away, ball one. Curveball, ball two. Too low, ball three. It's a hard grounder to short. Alley dives to second for one. No throw to first. Russell scores. No, Russell held. Dodgers are down to their last out. It's Bobby Valentine who's 1 for 4. He singled in the seventh. Inside on the black, strike one. Grounder up the middle. Alley has it to second. That's the game. Pittsburgh wins 17-7. They are going to the World Series. It'll be their first World Series appearance since 1968. Pittsburgh had 17 runs, 24 hits, no errors. The Dodgers had 7 runs, 17 hits, 1 error. I am not going to recap all the scoring because Pittsburgh scored in all but 2 of the innings that they hit. We'll just go through their lineup. Dave Cash, 4 for 6 with 3 RBIs, 3 runs. Al Oliver, 1 for 5, 1 RBI, 1 run scored. Willie Stargell, 4 for 6, 2 runs, 3 runs batted in. Bob Robertson, 4 for 6, 3 runs, 2 runs batted in. Roberto Clemente, 3 for 5, 2 runs, 3 runs batted in. Rich Hebner, 1 for 4, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 1 walk. Manny Sanguillen, 1 for 5, 1 run scored, 2 runs batted in. Gene Alley, 3 for 5, 1 run scored, 1 run batted in. Steve Blass, the pitcher, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored. Steve Blass was the only member of the Pirates without an RBI. Clemente and Robertson and Stargell each had a double. Stargell hit a solo home run in the 4th. Dave Cash hit a solo home run in the 5th. Bob Robertson hit a 2-run homer in the 7th. And Roberto Clemente hit a solo home run in the 7th. Pirates left 8 men on base. The Dodgers left 10 men on base. All of the Dodgers pitchers, with the exception of Pete Mickelson, got hit hard today. They just could not contain the Pittsburgh bats. On the Dodgers side, Rich Allen went 3 for 5. He had 2 RBIs. Bill Buckner, the rookie, went 4 for 4. Willie Davis went 3 for 5. Don Sutton, the starter, he lasted 2 1/3 innings. Orlando Pena didn't get anybody out. Claude Osteen went an inning and 2/3. Jim Brewer pitched 2 innings. Joe Moeller pitched 2/3 of an inning. Pete Mickelson pitched 1/3 of an inning. He faced 1 batter. And then Hoyt Wilhelm pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. Time of this game was 3 hours and 20 minutes. I'm going to take a look. My vote for Series MVP would be Dave Cash. Let's see what the game says. Now the game awards the Series MVP to Willie Stargell. He was a good pick. I think he would have been my second choice. Cash was my first choice. Stargell would have been my second, and Robertson would have been my third. But Willie Stargell, the MVP of this series. Let's see what his numbers were. He won 9 for 20. He had 3 home runs, 10 runs batted in. He had 450. Yeah. So now the Pirates have to wait and see who wins in the American League Championship Series today, the White Sox or the Orioles, and whether they will be taking a trip to Chicago or to Baltimore. The starter for Game 1 of the World Series for Pittsburgh will probably be Doc Ellis. So, once again, our final score in this pretty wild game at Three Rivers Stadium. Pittsburgh wins the National League pennant, beating the Dodgers in Game 5, 17-7. Hope you enjoyed this game. I would like to stay and talk about it more, but I got an errand to run at somebody's school, and I have to get on the road soon. So once again, the final scores: Pittsburgh 17, Dodgers 7. Pittsburgh wins the National League Championship Series 3-2. Hope you enjoyed this game, and thank you for watching.